Welcome everybody to the Bunch of Goofs podcast. Here's our host, Agent Faja Gamer, and his co-hosts, Odacia and Hey I'm Chef. And together they are the Bunch of Goofs.
Well, hey there, everybody. I just wanted to remind y'all that Bunch of Goofs is recorded in front of a live audience during a live cast on Twitch.
Alrighty then. Hello and welcome everybody to another Bunch of Goofs livecast podcast. Although today it's just gonna be me and Chef because Oda does have a previous engagement. Previous. I don't know what the fuck that's supposed to mean.
No, I like previous better.
He has a previous engagement with his stitching guild and his wife, and they're having some fun. So hopefully we wish them. Hopefully they're doing well. And we wish them the best.
Giggity.
Giggity. Alrighty then.
They're having fun.
Yeah, I bet they are having a lot of fun. Oh my. So, today, we're here. Hopefully everybody's doing well. Thank you, Fenwit and Minimoto for being here early. And also...
Oh, I see. So they're the only ones that get thanked.
Fuck you. And of course, if son of a bitch,
I left you an extremely nice comment in your chat.
Yeah, Faja sucks toes after they come out of work boots. That's not a nice comment. I don't know in what world you come from that's a nice comment, but that's not a nice comment.
Are you sure?
I'm pretty sure. Now then, fucking shit! You forgot. Now I just forgot exactly what the hell I was going to say.
It's all good.
I
think you were introducing the podcast. I don't fucking remember.
Right. No, I mean, what I was introducing, you ass face, was the fact that after we're done streaming here, Chef will be live on his Twitch, having fun with some nostalgic gaming. Go check him out.
When did that happen?
When you posted your advert, dickface.
I have no idea what you're talking about. I did no such thing. I was at work all day.
Sir, hey Scotty, how are you? And sir, shut up.
You can't make me.
Take the advert in kindness because you know what? People need to go see you. People need to go watch you. Okay.
That is debatable.
Hey, Minimoto, thank you so much for that. I really do appreciate it. I don't know why the fuck that's not over, but that needs to go up there. Ta-da! Okay, thank you so much for that.
Why are you breaking shit?
I didn't. I just made this scene, okay? Chill.
No, you can't make me.
Calm your tits. Calm your tits.
No, Dad is not here, so therefore the fucking chaos shall reign supreme.
Hey Twiggy, how are you, my friend? Thank you so much for being here. And also tonight, I should be able to have it all done because it's going to be quite simple. But by tonight, I will be having adverts being posted for our DN Doofs campaign, which will be starting this Friday.
Dun 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 dun.
Starring Chef, Oda, Remy, and Geisafage. And of course, me as your DM.
Almost forgot yourself there.
Nah.
Only the most important fucking part in the entire campaign.
You don't know. You might not even need me.
I don't know. There's a lot of chaos that's going to need to be reined in.
That's true. That is very, very, very true. Just as long as, we don't get Chuckles the Clown. Come out of nowhere. Oh my! I'm here to commit war crimes! We need a war cry, Chuckles. Oh, I will commit terrible war crimes!
No, it's various war crimes. Various war crimes. No, war cry. Oh! I will commit various war crimes!
I love Chuckles.
There will be so many! I haven't watched anything from them in fucking since the Matthew Lillard thing for like that one shot.
Ah, I got you.
They've started and finished a campaign since then.
Mm-hmm. So
I just haven't watched it.
Yeah, D&D. The hair on my arm is finally growing back around my tattoo, and it's itchy as fuck. Do not scratch it. Do not scratch it. Don't scratch your tattoo, especially like even if it's like a year old. Don't scratch it because all it takes is one infection in that area, and then it will ruin the tattoo. I have seen it on my friends, and it sucks. Some of those tattoos were like really cool, and sadly, they started doing something, and that something led to them scratching a lot.
Is it the allergies? The allergies, dog.
Yeah.
The allergies.
It was allergies. He just needed some antihistamine.
If you leave Oda alone for too long, 90s boy bands will be running amok.
War crimes are like receipts. Yeah, Canada knows how to those receipts. Let me tell you. Canada has the highest.
Canada.
What?
Canada has. They have the Geneva suggestions, but that we also have our own fucking saying, sir. It ain't a war crime the first time.
That's true. We definitely do have that, but we still don't own the record of most war crimes per capita.
Not yet.
Not yet.
Give it time.
Yeah, right? That's a terribly true saying.
I'm in having a very basic pepperoni pizza tonight, as I can't move much
today. I'm guessing your ribs are
I
still
want
bothering
pepperoni
you.
Pizza now.
Well, I mean, you have the option. You've got delivery.
No,
it doesn't have to be DiGiorno.
But listen here, fucker.
I'm not saying DiGiorno is bad. I'm just saying.
I'm saying DiGiorno is bad.
Okay, good. I don't have to hide this. Yeah, no, DiGiorno sucks. I'm sorry. I am sorry.
DiGiorno
sucks.
DiGiorno has one good pizza. One good pizza.
Is it
It is their stuffed crust.
I don't know. Have you tried
and it's tolerable. Yeah, I'm not a huge fan.
Not a big fan? Okay.
So, I think your ISP is having issues because your stream is very delayed.
Of course it's delayed.
Like, it's damn near YouTube delayed.
Okay.
I'll try refreshing again and see if it helps.
No, I can see it. My ISP has that little drop right now. I don't know what is up with that. It's been since yesterday that it's been having some issues. I'm guessing that they're either doing something to the network or they're some shit.
Or there's some shit.
Yeah, I don't know.
We just showed everyone how good it works, so they had to ban it. Yeah, this delay is fucking rough. They're still on the war crimes.
God damn it.
So anyway, what are we going to talk about today besides war crimes?
Right, so I did want to talk about our D&D campaign because, I want to talk more about it because it's just what's stuck on my head. And of course, did you hear about what happened with Larian Studio?
I saw Oda posted something, I think it was, but not really.
So, essentially, Larian Studios is separating themselves from D&D, and they're done with Baldur's Gate 3. There's not going to be any planned or potential DLCs, as was potentially rumored, but of course, that was only within the fandom. Nothing official from Larian Studios, so their official statement is they're done. And they also, in response to the backlash that they also, not backlash that they got, but backlash that Wizard of the Coast was receiving from hearing this news, they also responded to that, saying that their choice to separate from D&D has nothing to do with Wizards of the Coast and Hasbro's bad business practices. In fact, they don't have any issues with them at the moment, and this is their official statement, of course. But they're just going.
Yeah,
to
but their official statement doesn't always mean.
No, they're probably having to do that to save face, because I remember the CEO also stating how disappointed he was in Wizards of the Coast, involving them sacking everybody in that was part of the Baldur's Gate project. That was not part of Larian Studios.
It's because they realized that fucking Baldur's Gate was better than D&D.
Yeah, that didn't help them.
As someone who's only played 5e, 5e is convoluted on shit. And then, D&D 1 is supposed to come out next year, right?
No. I thought that
So-
they scrapped that idea completely.
Did they?
I thought.
I didn't hear about them scrapping it.
I still have to get caught up on some shit, you know?
Well, we have these fancy internet machines.
You know what I think the...
Oh, yeah.
Oh. What?
Dungeons & Dragons is giving up on the one D&D name.
Okay. Yeah, I think that was mostly because, none of us, no one in the fandom right now gives a shit or wants them to change 5e. I think a lot of us right now, a lot of people who at least follow Critical Role are waiting for Critical Role's new system to come out.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, last year, Dungeons & Dragons revealed one D&D. It's evergreen evolution of the 5th edition, since it has released several Unearthed Arcana playtests under this branding with the intention of moving away from specific editions. So basically, the whole point of one D&D was to never have another edition. They were just going to make different rule sets.
Interesting.
Which would essentially make additions.
It's just different wordage. The fuck's the point?
And then now I will say, one D&D's like online system that they were going to bring out was going to be epic. You were going to be able to essentially play D&D, and your character model, you could actually move it like you would if you were playing like an RTS type of thing.
Interesting.
And then they were also talking about having battle animations and all that fun shit too.
Ooh.
Interactive maps with destroyable fucking shit. Yeah, it was the online system that was essentially they said it wasn't going to, but you could tell once they bought everything, they were gonna use it to they were gonna use it to replace D&D Beyond and Roll20.
Interesting. So, I mean, I don't know how I feel about that, to be honest. I don't.
I mean, it would have been a great system. They said they weren't going to, but you could see from the way that they were setting it up, they're going to be taking it away. I don't know. I like 5e. It's easier for new players and less rules from my experience. I mean, yeah, it is. But look at the wordage for stuff.
Dog.
What? No.
Oh. No, come on, internet. Don't be a bitch.
What'd it do?
No,
What'd it do?
I just saw a small drop. I was like, no, I'm getting very nervous every time I see the drop. I'm just watching the fucking frame rates, okay? Oh, why?
Because you broke it?
Well, I guess it's just my ISP being a bitch. We're gonna roll with the punches, and hopefully it gets better later on.
Well, I'll roll with your punches.
Roll with your face. Yeah, the internet's a little angry today. I don't know what's going on. Like, I disconnected. I think I disconnected everybody downloading something. So.
Fuck your downloads.
Well, the only one that was actually downloading something was my wife. So.
Yeah, she's at work. It's fine.
And she wasn't, downloading anything important, really. It was just updates for games that she doesn't even really play. But hopefully, it's going up and down. Hopefully it stabilizes. So let's stop talking about the internet and let's keep talking about other stuff.
But we have to use the internet to talk about other stuff.
But you can hear me just fine. We're not having any issues, right?
You break it up every once in a while.
Is it robotic breakup?
See,
No. Fucker.
Sounds like taking a harp string type of thing and just plugging it until it breaks. The pling, and then comes back to, yeah.
All right. Well.
Because you broke it.
I didn't break it. Okay, it wasn't my fault.
You broke the interwebs.
Yeah, I'm the one who broke the internet.
Yep.
Let's see. I am doing awesome, my friend. Thank you so much for being here. I appreciate you, and I can tell you right now, your name is wrong because you are not meant to lose. But I am. No, shut up, you asshole. Let's see. Minimoto TV says, I don't know about y'all. I like D&D 5e. It's easy for new players. I don't know if you responded last time. I had, my everything went to shit, so I didn't get a chance to respond to that.
I was in the middle of responding when it went away.
Let's go back to let's let Chef respond because he was responding.
I do agree. D&D is easier for new players, and there are less rolls-ish. But the way they state some of the rules are the most convoluted and stupid ways to state said rules. Like, the one that I have the biggest problem with, and it's been explained like 17 different times, but me personally have an issue with whether it's an investigation or a perception check.
Oh, fucking hell.
Then, the other thing is advantage, disadvantage, stealth, and all that fun shit. It's like, do I automatically get, it's like, I'm going to use a sneak attack. You don't have to use a sneak attack because you already have advantage because these 7 people are surrounding this one guy. And it's just like, oh yeah, but you still have to do your stealth roll to find out if you're hidden, but you don't have to do that for the sneak attack if you have advantage to the... Which way did he go, George?
Which way did he go, George? Which way did he go?
Overall, 5e is more simplified and easier for new players. I am proof of that. I was a new player for 5e. Now I am a DM. But the way they do some of the rules and the way they state the rules are stupid as shit. I will admit some of the rules are confusing, but I don't mind it because it allows you to improve and create rules. Exactly. Like, house rules are a major thing for me.
And honestly, they're a major thing in the majority of D&D games that I've seen because of some of the more convoluted shit that happens.
Yeah, exactly.
And I don't know, for me personally, the way I view it is, 1, I do agree. 5e is a much better simplification that allowed for entry in for newer players. Definitely. Especially when you compare it to things like Pathfinder and 4th edition. Because holy fuck, was 4th edition a giant shit roll.
I've heard horror stories about 4th edition.
Oh my god, the amount of things that you had to calculate. It was like being in a goddamn math class.
Like, you need the trajectory of the angle of the vector of the cosine of the tangent to find out whether or not that arrow hit.
And then you gotta figure out whether or not it's an African swallow or a European swallow.
And God forbid if there's a shrubbery involved.
Exactly.
4E was extremely confusing for me. It made me not want to play it. I've actually heard that quite a bit.
Oh yeah. And the thing is, it was such a drastic difference for 3.5. Because I came into at 3.5. That's what my grandpa taught me. And 3.5, I will say, was in its own way very complicated, but it was open enough to allow you to just do your own thing, a lot like 5e was. And then
I love how Scotty doesn't comment on anything, and then all you see is LOL Bush.
Nice.
This is our community.
Yep. And I love our community. I do.
Anyway, back to 3.5.
Yeah. But yeah, no, 3.5 was very simplified in a lot of ways, but it was obviously convoluted in a lot of ways because they had to consider a lot of the more open mechanics, which didn't have a lot of guidance. So it was a lot of it was on the DM. And then came 4th edition where they addressed the problem by making
it worse.
By making it so much worse. There were so many backdrops, cages, ways to stop, ways to not stop, and it was just so confusing. Your mind would explode just looking at the DM's guide. There were more numbers than there were letters.
The only thing that just went through my head was the fucking meme. And I did this in class. It's got the triangle, and it's got the 2 sides with numbers, then it says X, and it says find X. And somebody wrote, which, like I said, I did this in class one time. It's like, we're not responsible for your relationships, find your own X. That's the only thing that came through my mind when you're talking about the DM's guide having more fucking numbers than letters.
I love it. I fucking love it. I forgot about that meme.
Oh fuck. Leave it to me to derail it.
Okay, it's part of the fun, right?
Uh,
But that is... yeah, no. Coming back into the whole 5e conversation. Yeah, but that is what I really did enjoy. And 5e made it much easier to structure modules. And those modules, in the way that they made them, like the Water's Deep modules, Mages of Madness, and things like that.
I hate the Waterdeep campaign. That was the first campaign I ever played.
It is annoying, but because they brought it back to a much more simplified, quintessential dungeon crawl in those modules, it made it more accessible for newer players to kind of explore the ruling in 5e.
Except for the fact that my paladin fucking failed every single ballista trap check there was.
Well, that's your fault for trying to stick your foot through the door.
That was the last one. That was after I already got hit by 3 ballistas and I was pissed off.
And you just had to put your foot
I was tired of rolling like shit. I was like super tired of rolling like shit. I'm just like, you know what? Fuck it. I kicked down the door. He's like, are you sure you want to do that? I'm like, yes. I'm like, okay, roll it. I get a fucking nat 20. The only time I get a fucking nat 20. So what do? I put my foot through the fucking door. The door doesn't break. My foot goes through it. And then I can feel something pointy on the other end. And my dumbass goes, oh, I know what that is. I want to pull my foot out of the door. Okay, roll to see if you pull your foot out of the door. Nat 1. You take the door down with you and get hit with the chest with the fucking ballista again. It's like, god damn it, that makes number fucking 4.
It would be really...
If I remember right...
Sorry.
Huh?
No, what were you going to say?
I was going to say, if I remember right, that paladin didn't make it out of that dungeon. Mostly out of my fucking frustration and me just saying, fuck it, I'm doing stupid shit. Let me attack this thing.
I'm going to hit that. I'm going to smack that. I'm going to kick this. You lost your hand. You lost your other hand. Now you lost your foot.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm looking forward to the chaos of this campaign. I truly am.
Oh, if I start rolling like shit, you best believe that some random ass shit is about to happen, because kind of like when I play poker and I start, like, I'm horrible at Texas Hold'em or anything like that. The only game I'm good at is fucking blackjack. But any of the other ones, if I start like losing hands, I just start doing stupid shit. All in on 2s and 4s. What?
Just fucking do it.
Like, I get irritated to the point where it's just like, fuck it, I'm doing something stupid. Yes, Bryson, he is having problems with internet at the moment. Also, if you were looking at my camera, I am still stuck using my piece of shit one that doesn't like to work, because the good one that I was using decided not to fucking work.
Did you figure that out yet? Like, can you get it to connect on any other way?
No. So I was using the Irunian app or whatever on my phone and on the PC. I want to try it tonight on my phone, not my extra shitty phone. And see if it's just the fact that phone is fucking tanking hard. But if it still doesn't work with my phone, I know it's a problem. Like the app probably needs to update or something like that, etc., etc. Or it's just not gonna fucking work.
I mean, when you plug your camera in, does your computer recognize it plugged into the USB?
So when you use those two apps, you don't plug it into anything.
Oh,
It's through the Wi-Fi.
gotcha. Okay, so it's a Wi-Fi cam. Duh.
Yeah.
Dude.
Well, yeah. It's literally using your phone.
I should have. I figured I should have known, but my brain just went like, nah, fuck it. Talk about that. Ask
I mean,
that question.
technically, you can connect it to your computer and it will work, but I've never had it work. It just works on Wi-Fi.
Let's see what Minimoto TV here said. I played a level 1 monk in a one-shot. Started a fight with.
He did one above that.
Oh.
Well, we were talking about the 5e rules.
Let's see. The one super annoying thing to me is drowning rules in 5e. I had a race trait that made it so that I could hold my breath for 15 minutes, and then someone else in my party had high enough con to last just about as long, completely making my race trait useless.
I mean, that's not so much rules as much as that is building a character.
Yeah, I hate to say it, but that's just more about understanding how that character probably was supposed to work. I bet you anything there might have been something that could have adjusted the stat to make it last longer for you and have a better gradient of growth than what they had with their just their con bonus. Oh no, I know he didn't do it on purpose. I'm just saying maybe there was a part of that mechanic that wasn't fully explored. Not saying that there wasn't. I'm just saying 5e's fucking weird sometimes with that shit. Especially if you use like D&D Beyond or something, or a program like that to help scroll and scale your character as they level.
Yeah, there's also, like, I found between talking with people and stuff like that, there's a lot of broken classes and features in 5e.
Oh yeah.
And don't even get me started on homebrew. I almost made a broken ass ranger for Carousel. I almost made a super broken one. Like one that at like level, I think it's like level 10 or level 15 or something like that. He can do just about 120 something damage each attack.
How? What the fuck?
It's making it a bugbear instead of the squirrel folk. Using a gloom stalker ranger and multi-classing into another class that I can't remember.
Fighter?
I'd have to look it up again. Okay. But literally, it's like 3 levels into ranger, one level into this other one. I think it was rogue actually. Oh. I'm pretty sure it was rogue, and then like all the other levels back into ranger. Or I might have those mixed up, but still, I was this close because I've never played a broken class except for my battle mage. But
that's a little different.
That's because I do shit. Let's see. I played a level 1 monk in a one-shot, started a fight with 10 bandits, single-handedly dispatched 5 of them before rolling 3 nat 1s and having to make a new character.
See, monks are a lot of fun, in my opinion. Like, for me personally, monks have been my favorite class since 3rd edition and Pathfinder. To be honest, in 4th edition, they got reamed. They got reamed so hard, and I think that's why a lot of people coming into 5th edition had a lot of misconstrued expectations on monks. But honestly, in 5e, I love the way monks work, and they can be. Your monk's name was Bruce Wee because he was tiny. I love it. I fucking love it. But yeah, no. Monks can be really, really versatile. If you know what you're doing and you're not going for the highest damage count, but the most amount of hits. Because that's what a monk is good for, is those hits. Using their key points to their advantage, making hits where it's necessary, weakening opponents, as well as causing things like prone and knockback and the like. They have those capabilities. And it's just about thinking of it's because a lot of people think about characters that they're building like fighters. They want everyone to be a fucking fighter.
Let's see. He also asked, what is your go-to class for D&D level 1?
What is yours?
Life Domain Cleric.
Life Domain Cleric. Okay. I mean,
mainly because the Life Domain gets access to Sanctuary at level 3? 2? Something like that.
I think it's level 2.
Sanctuary is my go-to to fuck with the DM.
Oh, can't do damage to me. I'm not going to do anything, but you can't do damage to me.
Well, so the way I broke the first campaign that I ever played in, so I did the Dragonborn Paladin.
Okay.
His dumbass died fairly quickly, because... dumbass. The second thing I made, because we had no healer, and our second Paladin wasn't there all the time, and she didn't really play the Paladin right anyway. So I made a Life Domain Cleric. And subsequently, since then, I have basically been relegated to the fucking healer in that group. I don't play with them anymore. But at the same time, I'm really good at playing a Life Domain Cleric. But I would pick a Hill Dwarf who has proficiency in shields.
Ah.
The way I broke the campaign, there's a part of the Waterdeep campaign where you go to an island and you go into a mansion. And then subsequently, zombie hordes start coming out of the water at you. Zombies are not exactly known for having very high wisdom stats. So first off, I put 3 glyphs of warding on the doors.
Oh shit.
With fireball level 4, I think? Level 5 inside each one.
Goddamn.
So yeah, shit went boom. Then one of my buddies and I were in the kitchen. In the kitchen, there was one door. Subsequently, there was a hidden door in the fireplace, but we didn't go that far. He rolls like shit. I roll like shit. We have a zombie horde coming into the kitchen door through the dining room. So 5e rules: enemies cannot travel through your square. I am a dwarf. He is an elf. He is using a trident as his weapon. So he is taller than me, and he has reach.
Oh, you went Roman.
I stood at the door, planted my shield, and casted Sanctuary on myself.
You son of a bitch.
And because it's such a low-level spell, I would drop Sanctuary, throw a spell, and Sanctuary is a bonus action, so I just pop it right back up. Everybody else is running around the mansion trying to get away from zombies and shit. And we're just sitting there, and I'm standing at the door, and he's jabbing the trident over me.
Stab!
But unfortunately, his dumbass rolls just about as bad as me. So it's stab to the zombie, stab to the zombie, stab to the elemental, stab to the zombie, stab to the Caleb, stab to the zombie.
Wait,
it's like, God damn it! Yeah, he rolled multiple nat ones throughout this entire encounter.
Oh my god. Like, fuck, I didn't mean to poke your head, sorry.
Luckily, I saved on the concentration spell for Sanctuary every time, though.
Nice. Alright, Bryson, fit check for you. I'm wearing my element shirt and green plaid jammies.
Let's see. So, I know your go-to class is Monk.
Oh yeah, it's always gonna be Monk. Specifically, though, ever since they added it in as essentially an official, thanks to Critical Role, is Matt Mercer's Way of the Dragon Fist Monk. I believe it was Matt Mercer that made it.
Probably. I mean, if we're talking Critical Role, it's most likely Matt Mercer.
Yeah. And then, let's see. Minimoto TV's favorite class in general is Druid of the Moon because of Bear. Bear is fun. Bear is heavy. Bear does damage.
I've never played a druid.
You've never played a druid? Okay. They're a lot of fun for a caster class.
So, breakdown of Caleb's characters. Dragonborn Paladin. Dwarf Cleric. Dwarf Cleric. Dwarf Cleric. Dwarf Cleric. Fucking,
I see a pattern here.
Gnome Artificer. Then it was Dragonborn Barbarian. By the way, Outlander, Dragonborn Barbarian, who was claustrophobic.
What the fuck? Okay.
He's an Outlander. He's used to being out in the fucking open and, you know, all that shit.
I know.
Every time we went into
you gave him.
Every time we went. Well, I mean, I'm claustrophobic, so every time we go into a dungeon, it was fucking hilarious because he was trying to sprint through everything.
It's like, fuck this shit, I'm out.
Yeah, basically. Let's get this over with. Let's get this over with.
Bonk, bonk, bonk. Keep running, bonk.
Yep. Then I played my first foray into casters was my battle mage.
And that's where you stay.
Because no, that's the most recent campaign. In that campaign, though, we also got to play bad guy characters, and I made a arcane trickster rogue, which was pretty fun. I have yet to play a bard. I also did one of those clerics. Sorry, was not a dwarf. It was an elf, and it was the trickery domain. That was fun for a little bit. That was my replacement character after the DM TPK'd us on the first side mission. Because, you know,
a big oops.
No, he did it on the second and third one too. But yeah. He was one of those hardcore DMs.
Okay.
Let's set a party of level 1s against fucking an army of polar bears and goblins.
Because that's gonna do awesome.
Oh yeah.
Let's see. Bryson said, I've gotten pretty good at Apex, but I'm ass at Fortnite now. That's fine. I mean, hey, you play what you want to play. And then...
Apex is better than Fortnite anyway. The movement speed is faster, and the guns are a hell of a lot more accurate. Stick with Apex, in my opinion.
Let's see.
I used to be in the top 3% of Apex streamers before I quit streaming. So.
Let's see. We've got Minimoto TV that says Tavern Brawler feat works in wild shape, and bears have 9 strength. Holy shit.
19th strength.
19th strength. Sorry. I like Bard because if you don't have a dragon problem, you will. See, okay, that's just honestly, that's just an overdone trope in my opinion. It can be done tastefully. But the Bard Dragon trope, come on. There's more creative things to do. Like Bard.
I want to play a Bard just because I want to break the mold. I have a disdain for Bards. Mm-hmm. Because of the trope.
Yeah.
Like, I know I've told you the story. But remember the story about my party being stuck at a door?
Oh yes, share this story. Share the story with the podcast.
I was DMing, obviously. Mm-hmm. And my party got to a wood oak door. Or oak wood door. Just a door. And because they had gone through a dungeon to get to this door, they were super paranoid because of all the traps. So they start discussing about how to check this door for traps. We spent 30 minutes with them trying to get through this fucking door. The rogue decided he wanted to check it for traps. He rolls, no traps. Somebody else rolls something. Essentially, everybody starts rolling all this shit to check this door to see if it's trapped, if it's a mimic, fucking whatever it is. I'm literally just saying, it's a door. So I got a 19 on my perception check. What do you see? It's a fucking door. Right, but like, what does the 19 give me? It's made of wood. It's a fucking door. And like, I just keep saying this over and over and over for 30 minutes. And finally the bard goes, all right, I look at it. Does it have a key? Does it have a keyhole? Yes, it has a keyhole. I roll to seduce the door. I go, what? He's like, I roll to seduce the door. It's a fucking door! But it has a keyhole, right? Yeah. I seduce the door. Fuck it. Fine. Rolls a nat 20. Are you fucking kidding me? You seduce the wood fucking door. Alright, well, I stick my dick in the keyhole. First off, why is it that small? You are a fucking orc bard. He's like, but I rolled a nat 20. Fuck it. Whatever. We haven't reacted to your message yet, Bryson. But you go, whatever. You seduce the fucking door. It clicks and you hear, and it swings open. Oh, okay. And then after the session, I look at these idiots and I go, you guys do realize it was a fucking door. Yeah, but it was trapped in all this stuff and it was locked and we seduced it. No! It was an unlocked wooden fucking door. You dipshits.
You spent an hour or two on a wooden door, and then you fucked it.
Listen, when I played a rogue dragonborn, the first dragon we found, I said dad and it shot my teammates down, okay? We suck at doors. I played a druid barbarian who had one solution to doors: kick it down.
Yeah, that's what he
That
tried.
is my go-to for fucking doors.
Okay,
It's like, I kick it down. You do realize we're trying to be stealthy, right? Kick it down!
You do realize that if Carousel tries to kick a door down, that's gonna be hilarious.
Yes.
It's gonna be like watching, Jerry kick a door open.
You do. Well, first off, Jerry does kick open doors. Second off,
I meant in like the early episodes where it was funny. He tried to kick a door open and it just gets bruised, and you just see it go.
don't worry, he'll just grab a boulder and throw it.
I didn't give you that item for that reason.
Listen here, don't you fucking doubt my creativity. Don't you forget about me. That's it. I'm walking across the stream real quick. Hold on.
Oh shit.
But no, it's like don't you fucking doubt my creativity when it comes to finding loopholes and shit.
Oh, you bastard.
Again, I want to. So because I want to see it done, when I DM, the peasant cannon is a thing.
Okay.
I like stupid mechanics like that because it is fucking hilarious, and it is a loophole for the rules as they are written.
Yes, the peasant cannon is a great loophole. It is.
Since I know nothing about D&D, have you ever heard of a game called KSP?
Could you expand on that? Because I don't know what that stands for.
Peasant cannon is great. You kill the dragon and blow up the mountain behind it.
Oh,
exactly.
I use intimidation for my stealth checks. You don't see me! You can't fucking see me!
Oh my god. So, Battle Mage, for those of you who don't know the Battle Mage class that I made, it is a wizard. It's actually roughly the same class that I play in Baldur's Gate 3 for D and Dummies. It is a wizard with a high enough strength and taking the heavy armored feat as a dwarf, as a hill dwarf specifically because of the shields, to be a wizard wearing heavy armor, carrying a shield with a focus. I made a tank wizard.
Oh god. I cast fire. I'm gonna use fireball in this 5x5 room to kill everyone, even myself. I cast fireball.
Oh. That reminds me of the time I blew up an entire warehouse.
In real life or in a game?
No, not in real life. I haven't burned down my work yet.
I had to ask.
It was in D&D. We went to go talk to. It was in the Waterdeep campaign, actually.
Oh god.
We went to go talk to a business owner who was on the sleazy side of things, and when we failed at conning our way into the warehouse, we decided to start fighting shit. The only problem is inside the warehouse, he had 2 chimeras working for him.
So you decided to blow them up.
Kind of. So.
I'm afraid. I'm so afraid right now.
I was playing a cleric. Obviously. The cleric's fun. Especially when you get things like solar... Fuck, what is it? The one where you drop the entire column of fucking fire down it's essentially Moonbeam, but with fire. Mm-hmm. Yeah. So don't do that in a warehouse on top of a chimera that you don't know what the warehouse is storing. Because
was it like rune powder?
It was alcohol and other explosives.
You dumb son of a bitch.
It's okay. Everybody in the party passed the fucking sunbeam. Yes. No, it's not sunbeam. It's divine something.
Yeah.
Divine, but
it's not divine smite, just so you know.
No. But we everybody in the party passed the dexterity check to get out of the warehouse without getting damaged by the explosion and subsequent fire as the building was burning to the ground. There was one exception. The person who cast the spell failed the dexterity check.
Good job.
I mean, I only ended up taking like 5 or 6 points of damage, and at that point, my cleric had a high ass fucking health anyway, so I was just like, yeah, whatever.
God damn, dude.
But then we had a hell of a time because to get to the dude's office, it was attached to the warehouse, but it was a ship, like a full ass ship that was in a gantry, and the only way to get to it was to take the stairs from the warehouse to the ship.
Oh.
The warehouse was on fire.
Y'all were fucked.
I forget how we ended up getting up there, but I think we ended up like throwing grappling hooks up and like climbing the shit like fucking pirates.
Jesus. You used fucking grappling hooks? Woohoo!
Yeah, basically. I think one of us used catapult to get it up that high.
Nice. Let's see. Fenwit said that KSP stands for Kerbal Space Program. I don't know what that is.
I have heard of it, but I have not played it.
And then, let's see, Minimoto TV says, Baldur's Gate 3 is so fun, my character kills people with fall damage. How it works, cast in a large on Druid, who is an owlbear, then the owlbear jumps from very high and crushes them. That works, or you can do what we do. Push and throw
Push
people
them off a cliff.
Cause, bye! That's how we've killed more than 80% of our enemies.
That's also how Oda died too.
That is also how Oda died. He got fucking yeeted off a cliff.
He got yeeted off. No, he got yeeted off the boat.
Oh, it was the boat, right?
And then I turned around, and because I had a bonus action, I used Thunder Wave on the fucker and yeeted his ass off too.
Revenge yeet. Let's see. I'm gonna bring Pokemon into my campaigns, and the final boss is gonna be a giant Garchomp. That is a very much so appropriate boss, because Garchomp is one tough-ass motherfucker in Pokemon.
Tyranitar.
Tyranitar is also one of them. Let's see.
Tyranitar is one of my favorite.
Same here. I love Tyranitar is probably my only favorite that is not a dragon type. Let's see. It's funny because I can land on a big group. Yeah, because, you know, a fully grown owlbear is a large beast, so it's got a huge range. But this Garchomp isn't a regular Garchomp. It's on roads and shit. So you're talking about, like, you know, a mega evolution Garchomp that is huge, not just gigantically, you know, full of spikes and sharps.
I mean, there are quite a few multiple Pokemon campaigns out there.
There are. Hey, what's up, Q Drizzle? Thank you so much for being here on my TikTok, and I do appreciate those gifts. And of course, if you do want to join in on the fun, we are live on Twitch at Asian Fudgy Gamer, same spelling as my TikTok tag, doing our live cast podcast of a bunch of goofs with me and Chef today. Oda currently is predisposed, doing stuff with his wife. Ooh la la.
He's stuffing things.
He's stuffing. Not kidding. He's just doing a stitching meeting with him, his wife, and his stitching guild. Hey, Minimoto, thank you so much for those cheers. I do appreciate it.
Oh fuck.
What happened?
I think the last Pokemon D&D campaign I listened to because it was on Spotify. It was like Dusk Off and Dragons, I think is what it's called.
I'm gonna have to look that one up.
It's okay. I went from listening to Dimension 20 to it. I was listening to Dimension 20 and Dungeons and Daddies at the time because I was waiting for the next episode of the Adventure Zone to come out.
Gotcha. Now,
and then I was just looking for D&D campaigns, and it's like, oh, it's a Pokemon one. Fuck it, I'll listen to it.
I know.
It's okay. I don't really like the players and the storytelling, but the world is very fleshed out.
Nice. That's actually really cool.
Yeah.
Now, in regards to, because we're going to be starting our own D&D live campaign for content, this might be a dangerous subject, but either way, I just kind of want to ask your opinion on this. In your opinion, what do you think about D&D content like Dimension 20, and what is your favorite?
I mean, my favorite D&D podcast is and will always be the Adventure Zone. It's the McElroy brothers and their dad. Mm-hmm. So it's 3 brothers and their dad. At the time of the first recording, only 2 of them had ever played Dungeons and Dragons, and it wasn't their dad, which is fucking hilarious. But they've been going for 10 years now, I think, because the very first episode, the player handbook for 5e wasn't even out. They just used the starter kit. But the way Griffin, especially, who's the first DM of the first 2 campaigns, the way he tells stories is fucking amazing, and it's kind of how I model my way of DMing off of, with my own house rules and stuff like that as well. But that's also how I was introduced to D&D. My original group said, hey, you want to play D&D? I'm like, I don't know how. It was like, well, here, listen to this podcast and read this graphic novel, because they took their first campaign, which is like 6 arcs, or 6 campaigns make an arc. They took that and they're turning them into graphic novels now too. He gave me the graphic novel. I read it in one night because it's fucking hilarious. And then I started listening to the podcast, and I've been listening to it ever since. But they are it is very comedy driven. Like, there are serious moments when the story dictates serious moments. But for the most part, it's a standard, like, family style setting of playing D&D. Whoever's DM is getting constantly fucked with by the other ones. And that their dad knows how to play now, because it's been 10 years. But he is still clueless on his shit. Like, he played a dwarf cleric named Merle Highchurch in the first arc. I think he maybe used 5 healing spells in 6 campaigns. You're muted.
Huh? No. I just...
Oh, there you go.
Yeah. Holy shit.
So... Yeah, he wasn't a very good cleric with that. He ended up switching to the nature domain later, which is kind of why I wanted to try out a nature domain cleric eventually. But he would be a nature domain cleric who would seduce plants.
What the fuck?
Because he's like fucking 60 and playing Dungeons and Dragons. It's fucking hilarious.
That's hilarious. That's fucking awesome.
Dimension 20 is a good like backup. Technically they were they were my first backup. And then they did a campaign that I just kind of fell out of touch with. When they finished their first campaign that I was listening to, their first campaign that I was listening to was fucking amazing. The second one was okay, and the third one ended up being like normal people in New York during Christmas time. And one of them was a rat person that lived in the sewer, and yeah, they were fighting evil Santas and shit, and it's just it kind of lost me because it was set in like present day New York. It's like I'm a huge fan of D&D campaigns that are fantasy based or homebrew based, but setting it in modern times, I'm just like, I could just go play Gotham Knights if I wanted to.
Okay, yeah. No, I can see what you
mean. But Critical Role, I have not really been super enveloped into, except for the anime Vox Machina. Just because they have so many campaigns, it's hard to find. And Spotify does not have the first Vox Machina campaign on Spotify. Yeah, not under Critical Role. It's under some like secondary account and shit like that. So like I want to listen to the first one, but in order to do that, I have to watch it on YouTube.
Excuse me.
And then my other one is Dungeons and Daddies, which is fucking hilarious if you never listened to it. The first season is great. It follows 4 dads, and one of them is played by a woman, which is fucking hilarious. They're all comedians and in like production and stuff like that in LA. Mm-hmm. So they all know production value and you know how to put on a show. But it's funny as hell. It follows the 4 dads trying to get their sons back after they were transported essentially into Faerun. A fucked up version of Faerun, but Faerun.
Oh, sorry.
No, I was just gonna say it's really funny. There is an episode where they're talking about different cities in that world in Faerun, and they bring up Rockport, which Rockport is not from D&D. Rockport is an imaginary city that Griffin McElroy made for the second arc of the campaign, or second campaign of the arc for Ballads in the Adventure Zone. So, and then like an episode later, he's like, "Yeah, I said Rockport, but I didn't realize that wasn't an actual city, and that was just made by the Adventure Zone." I was like, "Haha! You fuckers listen to it too!"
Gotcha.
But I love D&D. I am a huge consumer of D&D content, especially podcasts, which is why I'm like super stoked to make this one. I plan on making one myself eventually, but I have to finish making 7 campaigns. But anyway.
I am glad that you are part of this D&D campaign because I'm hoping that 1, we'll all have fun, and 2, maybe it'll lead into something that'll be awesome. Let's see. Just going back to what a couple people are saying here. Minimoto TV says, I want to do a one-piece D&D because of the Devil Fruits seem like they'd be fun. I believe there are a few campaigns that you can look up. They are a lot of fun.
Or you can make your own.
Yeah. And then, let's see. He also said, NAD pod is my favorite. What does NAD stand for?
NADPod?
NADPod. What else is... see. I remember trying to rob a bartender for whiskey, and he launched me and my friends halfway into the walls as our other friends watched.
Sounds like something I'd do.
Right? Another story about my dad experience is being able to catch almost 100 fish without fail, to a point where my team had to knock me out to get me to leave. D&D, not dad. See, not another D&D podcast. Oh, okay. Right on.
Oh, I have been meaning to listen to them because in the first arc of the first campaign of the Adventure Zone, they used to do these things because they're part of the Maximum Fun Network. They used to do Jumbotrons, which is like during the ad break, it's special ads, and you pay. Now, granted, they were charging $100 per ad, like per message on the Jumbotron.
Oh.
So each episode they made $300.
Goddamn.
But yeah. One of the like other businesses and podcasts and stuff like that could pay to have a message put out. Not Another D&D podcast was one of them during that campaign that had a Jumbotron. And I always meant to catch them up. I just catch up to them, and I just have not been able to. I might actually do that tomorrow while I'm at work instead of listening to music.
It might be a good idea. You know, I'm trying to consume as much D&D campaign content so that I can get ready to do this campaign.
Yeah, I mean, the Adventure Zone's a great one to go with. Dungeons and Daddies is a good one if you're looking for something completely homebrew, for the most part. Not Another D&D podcast, which is what Minimoto says. I'm gonna give that a huge try here in the next couple of days. Did the popular D&D just increase, or was it always popular? So, Q Drizzle, I think it's always been popular, but as with today's scene, everything nerd has come to the forefront and is like super faddish and like super in and everything like that. Like everybody wants to be a nerd now, as opposed to like think back in the 80s when they made like Revenge of the Nerds.
Which
everybody
it was a giant joke then.
Yeah. Being a nerd was always a bad thing up until here recently.
Mm-hmm. And I do agree, yeah. D&D is great. And what's up, Zero? Appreciate you being here. And
Hi, Zero.
Yeah, and when it comes to D&D, a lot of that popularity honestly came from podcasts like Critical Role and D20 kind of gaining their start from having famous names already in there, like Liam O'Brien and such. And that
Matt Mercer.
And that is what...
Which, I mean, when it comes to D&D podcasts and shit like that, Matt Mercer is the name.
Oh, yeah.
Because Matt Mercer has been in so many things other than Critical Role.
Mm-hmm. He's done so many games. He's done so many roles in both TV and video games. Like, what was the last role he just did? He played a major villain in a video game. It was like last year or the year before. I forget.
It was an RPG.
1 second. We have this wonderful thing called the internet.
I know, right? I'm just gonna look up Matt Mercer and go to the thing. And go to his
IMDb.
Yeah, basically. And don't get me wrong, like
Matt, he did fucking Sephiroth.
Is actually. Yeah, that's what it was.
But yeah, Matt Mercer is absolutely talented, and the story that he's been through is fucking amazing. And yes, Minimoto TV, Chef is streaming later today after this stream. I highly recommend you go to his channel and have fun, because we're just gonna go stream out until he starts his stream, and we're gonna rate him. Right, Chef?
Maybe.
Yes.
Speaking of which, how long have you been live?
We do need to take a small break here. I do apologize. I need to take a piss.
I gotta go get my Switch and start hooking it up in here so that way I can do Switch things.
Alright.
Yeah.
Alright, everybody.
I was gonna... Actually, no. Fuck it. We're playing Too Human today.
Alright.
I was gonna do Mario Monday, but I don't want to go through the effort of trying to download a Mario game, like a classic Mario game.
I get you.
I'll do that next Monday.
Alrighty then, everybody. We are going to do a small be right back. I'm going to go take a piss, take out my dogs, and we'll be back. Thank you so much for being here for today's Livecast podcast. I appreciate y'all. And, yeah.
Greetings, everybody. My name is Audacia. My better half and I have a FlossTube channel, which is a podcast about needlepoint crafting, over on YouTube called The Slovak Farm. I also stream live on Twitch Saturdays and Sundays, and during the afternoon playing various games that fit my fancy.
Well, hey everybody! Did you know that Agent Faja Gamer has a Patreon?
That's right, and Random Skull is here to help tell you about it!
And that's right, we're doing this announcement together!
And when you subscribe to Patreon, you get to see content early and, of course, make requests for content on YouTube and even on Twitch and TikTok. It's all up to you.
And of course, if you want to support Asian Fascia Gamer, check out these links. And of course, there are also links in the link tree.
And remember, when you subscribe to Patreon, you can also leave a message saying that Random Skull is better than Mr. Announcer.
Now, was that even really necessary?
Alright then, everybody. We are back. Thank you so much for sticking by and hanging out. Appreciate y'all. And Fenwit, if you ever have any questions about D&D, if you want to know more, I'm more than happy to talk about it. And of course, if there is something that you want, the Goofs to talk about, you're always welcome to bring it up in chat, because we're always down. Because we talk about whatever. Literally. Whatever.
Yeah. We don't plan this shit out. Usually it's just whoever can derail the longest.
That's kind of how it works here. We have what Chef calls the ADHD format.
I mean, I have patented it with my with N2O.
Speaking of, in case you're wondering, if you want a nostalgic podcast to watch, you should definitely check out my buddy's podcast here on YouTube, known as Nostalgic Nerd Out. If you like comedy, if you like nostalgic content, if you like talking about shit from days gone by without worrying about the bullshit, check his podcast out. As he's looking down at his phone, masturbating.
I am not at my phone. I am on my Switch.
No. Masturbating.
Maybe.
I knew it! He didn't deny it! I'm kidding. Those Joy-Cons.
Oh, fuck yeah. I love when it does this shit.
What happened?
There wasn't enough room, so when I went to go download the NES shit, it's like, oh, there's not enough room, so I delete something to make some room. And it goes, download canceled. Like, fuck!
Yeah, I'm wondering what Nintendo's newest system is going to be like. Because it's either going to come out next year or the year after.
So the problem isn't the system itself. The problem is Nintendo's store sucks ass.
Oh yeah.
It lags, it doesn't display stuff all the time. It has this stupid shit, like I said, where it's just like, oh, you're trying to download something. It's not gonna work. Okay, sweet, restart the download. No, you have to delete it. Why?
You want to know what sucks? Their website isn't much.
It's even worse.
Yeah, it's.
I know.
It is like, it's like Nintendo puked on their fucking webpage. That's what their webpage looks like. It's so chaotic and random. Everything is in the wrong place and nothing makes sense. I'd rather go to Willy Wonka's chocolate factory than go to the fucking website on Nintendo.
I know.
And they're a AAA gaming company. What the fuck, dude?
Who knows?
And they're one of the oldest to be around. And they can't get a fucking website right.
And they're based out of Japan!
I know!
Fucking assholes.
Right?
We put all of our time into Mario. We no care about the website.
Fuck the website.
Alright, fine. Ah, shit. There's an update for the fucking Super Nintendo too.
Is there an update for the fucking Switch itself?
Fucking.
Just wait. It's gonna do that. It's gonna be like, okay, update this. Alright, update this. Now update that. And then it's gonna say, you don't have enough room for these updates.
I'm gonna break something.
Don't break it. Don't break it. Hey, Bryson. Yes, we are back, and we're just talking about whatever. Like I said, if you have a subject that you want to bring up in the Twitch chat, we're always down to talk about it. as Chef here struggles with technical difficulties. Let's try narrating him button pressing and looking at his screen as it tries to update. So frustrated is he on the inside, you can hear his heartbeat. Fuck you.
I'm gonna kick you in the taint.
How annoying would life be if we all had just a random narrator? And I'm not talking about like a good narrator. I'm talking about like if you've ever watched season 7 of Rick and Morty, they have this one episode where they have these all-seeing crystalline beings that do like clip shows and like, and now watch this. That's
so
what everybody
kind of like MXD from fucking Spike TV.
Mm-hmm. And that would be like everybody's narrator.
Oh God, no! Just no.
Look at him as he's washing himself in the shower. Lathering up. Oh my.
Oh no. Alright, let's re-enter my password for the 17th time.
It's going to tell you that your password is now invalid because you've attempted to log in so many times.
No. It successfully logs in every time. But every time I go to get a new game or system or anything like that, it's like, oh, you have to use your password again. I just used it 5 seconds ago. Nope, you got to use it again.
Yo, it's me, but in V-Ray. Here's a weird, like, thought. Remember the battle between Blu-ray and HD DVD?
Yeah, and you know what won that, right?
Blu-ray?
Well, yeah, you know
Well,
why.
no, stream services.
Well, yeah, stream services won in the end.
In the end,
but
yeah.
you know why Blu-ray won.
I actually don't.
So a big portion of that was because porn backed Blu-ray.
Oh, right. I forgot about that.
And Sony did it as well.
Sony and porn backing Blu-ray, Bluetooth.
Bluetooth.
You know what's really funny? A lot of people don't know is that that Bluetooth symbol is actually a Norse symbol.
Yes, because it was based off of some Viking
with
thingamajig
halitosis.
who. Yeah.
He had rotted teeth. That's where the Bluetooth came from.
Yep.
Let's see. I meant VR. It's hard to type. Yeah, I wouldn't know, but I'm guessing that the VR keyboard or using the VR, what are they fucking called? Joystick controller thingies can be kind of difficult to do properly. I wouldn't know because I can't do VR, sadly. I don't think there's ever going to be a point where I will be able to do VR. Okay, wait. That's incorrect. I can do VR. I'll just end up doing the horizontal funky chicken dance.
Alright, I am hard restarting the Switch to see if that helps.
Did you break it?
Probably. I broke it about as much as you broke your fucking computer.
Okay, but I fixed that.
I'm in the process of fixing.
In the process of. Alright, fine. At least you're trying. Hey, Cassie, how are you, my friend? Just so you know, we are live on Twitch today doing a live cast, bunch of Goofs cast, if you want to, join in on the fun.
That was perfect timing. Right in the middle of the sentence and everything.
Mm-hmm. It's the power of ginger ale.
I've had one soda today and I'm trying to keep it that way.
I am bad about that. I used to be good about that.
So am I.
But
last time I gave up soda, I dropped 60 pounds in a year.
Man, that's the thing. Like, it's all of that sodium, because sodium, sodium and a lot of other things, those preservatives and shit, causes your body to retain a lot of extra shit you don't need. among other things. But I am not a dietitian or anything like that, so take my word with a grain of salt. Hey, what's up, Sugar Pie Cassie? Thank you so much for being here. I really do appreciate you showing up on the Twitch.
He says that now.
When am I not gonna say that?
No.
Yeah, so fuck you.
No, fuck you.
No, fuck you.
Fuck you, Will.
Ho 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 ho. Kind of missed the taps for likes though. I mean, yeah, but Twitch does have a lot more interactivity than TikTok does in certain ways. I mean, the only reason, like I said, for me personally, I use TikTok as outreach because I got to meet amazing people like you, like Oda, like a lot of people. Glitching out here on Twitch though. Oh, Twitch might do that, but I think at the very least, my connection has stabilized. But I will say this for the Twitch app, for the phone, especially
it sucks.
Especially for Android, it is a piece of shit.
Ever since I got this damn SD card, it has been having so many fucking issues.
You should get a new SD card.
You gonna give me that new SD card money?
You can work on that.
Giggity.
Oh my. Hey, listen. All we need to do is start up that website, that subscription, get a bunch of, action figures, take off their shoes, and you got money there.
Stop giving away my idea, damn it.
I can force compliments on here, though, so nice trade-off. There is that. Yeah, no.
We never force anything here.
Yeah, you don't force me to drink a bunch of drinks and then go to the fucking bathroom and pee.
I have no idea what you're talking about.
Trader, you son of a bitch.
Activate? I'm confused. What are we activating?
I'm not sure. But then again, she might also be using this thing called a touchscreen. Touchscreens hate people.
Ah!
Don't break it. Oh, don't worry about that, Cassie. Goose fraba. Deep breath and say, listen, fuck you, technology. You will do what I tell you.
So I take the SD card out, and then it goes, oh, by the way, the NES system, fucking downloaded it.
And, Cassie, how you doing? Yes,
that's it.
The Notice Me Senpai is there.
I'm just taking the fucking thing out, and I will get another SD card when I get a second.
That's probably a good idea. You know what the funny thing is? They have this stipulation that only certain SD cards work for the Switch, and
I know. I tried to cheat that.
It is kind of true. But from what I've noticed is the majority, if not all, ScanDisk SD cards that came out in 2018 and forward all have the coding to be able to work with the Switch. So far, from what I've noticed.
I'm just trying to find. So, holy hell! When you load up like the old systems on the Switch, like I don't know if you can see, but each one of those are games.
What the?
And it doesn't have a search ability. I literally have to go through and try to find the fucking Mario game that I want to play.
Why is the UI so chaotic?
Welcome to Switch.
Nintendo, what the fuck? Get your shit together. And hello.
Hello.
I swear, Nintendo's just.
Nintendo's on crack, is what they are. They're just on crack.
They just don't ever want to do things right.
I mean, right is relatable or debatable.
That's true. That is very true.
It is fucking like right for them and right for like the efficiency of like Japan or something like that is not the same as right in efficiency for fucking US.
No, I guess
For the US, we need a list, a single file list. Japan, they can do everything.
they need an Excel spreadsheet.
I mean, as you look at how many monitors I have around this bitch.
Let's see, are we playing the Switch today? Oh, no. Oh, I mean, yes, Chef will be playing the Switch, whom will be streaming on their Twitch as soon as we're done here, which we'll be rating him. So you should check him out and have some fun, because I want to see Chef have a good day and a good stream.
Why is your Switch screen bigger than mine? Do you have the Switch 2? Or not the Switch 2, the Switch OLED? That is a Switch V2.
What, the OLED?
No, mine is a Switch V2.
Okay.
It's the second version of the original Switch. I do not have the OLED. I don't exactly want the OLED because I didn't want the bigger Switch. Yes, it has a better screen, it has a bigger processor, blah 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 blah, etc. etc. This works.
I mean, that's the thing, like, I still have an original Switch. Like, first year generation Switch.
Yeah, mine is the same as yours with a slightly better processor.
Mm-hmm. And I'm not mad at it because it does everything I need it to do.
I want your joysticks, your Joy-Cons though.
The gray ones.
I mean, I want either 2 gray ones or I want 2 of this color.
2 of the light blue.
I hate having mixed matched Joy-Cons.
Well, you don't like the Pikachu yellow?
That's not Pikachu yellow. That's orange.
Oh, I don't know. My screen.
My camera's just that shit.
Well, I mean, yeah, no. Hopefully, we can figure out your camera shit so you can use the better one soon.
I mean, eventually, I want to switch to my DSLR camera, but I don't really know where I'm gonna put it, and I would have to dig out one of my tripods and all that fun shit.
Do it then.
That's a lot of work. That's a lot of work.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The lag is really bad. I do apologize. I mean, on my end, from what I can tell, all of the internet stuff has, what's the word? Stabilized? So I'm guessing that it's kind of on the app's end because the app's a piece of shit, and also Twitch's website and their servers are, from what I can tell from my 10 almost 12 years actually at this point of content creation, have always been fucked.
Well, they are owned by Amazon.
That explains a lot, doesn't it?
Yeah. But I want to hear both y'all.
Well, that's the fun of being here on Twitch, is you get to hear the conversation, and you can hear
right, but
Chef give me like giant mountains of shit.
I would never do such a thing.
You would never.
No.
Let me check for updates. That could be a thing, especially if you have a Android-based phone. Those updates.
Stop throwing shade at my Androids, motherfucker.
I have an Android too. It's not shade. It's just the truth of the programming. If you don't check for updates regularly, it doesn't auto-update a lot of the apps, including the Twitch app. And that's not because of Android. It's because of how they coded the apps for Android, because they were only thinking about fucking Apple.
No, they would never.
Even though I think Apple is going through some shit right now.
I don't know, probably. They're Apple.
Well, I mean, their sales are down by almost 35% in the
because they realize that people are playing or people are tired of paying fucking for shit that Android's been doing for the last 10 years.
Right? And they're tired of paying for the fucking subscription cost of being able to update your What bullshit is that? To update your OS, you have to have a subscription. To have the subscription, you have to pay monthly.
Yeah, no, I'm good. I will keep my Samsungs.
Right? I love my Samsung. Yes, like that one dude.
Well, I did like Motorola
Oops.
at one point in time, but Motorola fucked me over with so many phones that like I was done with Motorola before the Razr was a thing.
Really? That's what I got.
Well, no, sorry. The Razr I always wanted. Once they started making smartphones, that's when I got fucked up.
Because the Razr was the last flip phone I had, and I fucking loved that flip phone.
Yeah.
And I honestly held onto that flip phone like almost 5 years into the era of smartphones. I was vehemently against smartphones for the longest time.
See, my first foray into smartphones was the Samsung Blackjack.
I don't remember that one. Was that
It was BlackBerry, and it wasn't horrible. It just wasn't a Samsung. I had the Torch, the same one that everybody had. That was the touch screen, and then you flipped it, you slid it up, and the keyboard was underneath that.
Oh my god, the fucking what's it called? The Sidekick.
No, not the Sidekick. I had the Torch. The BlackBerry Torch.
Hey, what's up, David? Welcome to the Livecast podcast of a bunch of goofs. Appreciate you being here.
A bunch of poofs.
Bunch of poop. No.
Listen, I am somewhat kind of fried, so therefore, we get Goofy Chef.
Yeah, I'm okay with Goofy Chef. Because that Goofy Chef is going to lead on into a very goofy goofy stream when you get started.
Hopefully. I do have to go get the actual controller to hook these things up to. The thing.
The dock bit. This thingy.
Yeah, that thing. Because I'm broke and I don't have a pro controller.
Yep, me too. That's why I have this thing.
There was a $40 one that was out for the longest time that had Pikachu on it that I really wanted. And it came with a case.
See, the one that I wanted was the limited edition.
Yeah, that one was a limited edition.
Yeah, it was the limited edition Zelda one that came out.
Yes,
for
that
Breath
one
of the
was so
Wild.
fucking... That one was so nice.
Right? It looks so cool. Oh. I wanted it.
I don't know, like... I want to get a pro controller, I just don't want to spend the money on it.
Yeah, because I don't have 80 bucks. Oh, is that 80 bucks still?
They're $40.
They're 40 bucks. What am I thinking about?
The
I'm thinking
limited
about
edition,
Xbox.
the limited Xbox are 60.
Or is it PlayStation?
And I don't know. Xbox are 60 if you're getting Microsoft branded ones. If you are getting the Elite controllers, you're looking at 250.
Fuck that.
Well, they're the ones that have all the extra buttons underneath
Yeah.
in the grips.
I'm guessing those are for the pro players.
Yeah. For our style of gaming, the RPGs and shit like that, it wouldn't work. It's more for like Call of Duties and shit like that.
You wouldn't be able to keylog those to something?
No, you can. They're completely mappable.
Okay.
It's just they're really meant for first-person shooters.
Makes sense. I'm actually.
And I had an Elite controller there for a little bit, and it was so hard to get used to. It was the Elite 1, not the Elite V2.
Yeah, I don't know. For me, when it came to controllers, other than the standards that come with the consoles, I never really bought anything other than off-brand. And I can tell you right now, within that off-brand, I learned that I will never buy anything that has turtle in the name.
Yeah, I can't stand Turtle Beach. I never have been able to.
I
have had one Turtle Beach product that I have liked. So back when Modern Warfare 3 dropped, like the first Modern Warfare 3, the good one, they made a wired gaming headset that had the MW3 logo and everything on it. best headset I've ever had. But it was wired, and it only worked for the 360. So it was just one of those things of like, I've had other Turtle Beaches. They have failed very fast. My brother has gone through, like back when he had his Xbox, he went through 4 different Turtle Beach controllers.
God damn.
And like the headphone jack in them was just shit. But yet it's just like Apple and Alienware. You have people that swear by them.
Mm-hmm. Oh god, Alienware.
I mean, personally, I can't throw too much shade because I'm a Razer fanboy.
I'm a Logitech fanboy.
Yeah, but Razer has kind of gone the same way Alienware has. Like, their products are great, but the longevity is shit.
Because they're going more for form than function.
They're going more for what looks badass.
Mm-hmm.
So.
And the thing that a lot of people don't seem to get is, like, the LEDs and all of that shit. Yeah, that's cool. But overall, when you think about mechanics in a product for something that's a computer-based product, but these products, they're electrical, and the more electrical draw there is on certain points of that board that bring into the lights, the more points of failure there are, and that causes mechanical issues. So the less lights there are, the more efficient your hardware is going to be.
Yeah, and not only that, but like as someone who worked in the motorcycle industry for the longest time, the electrical components fail, and they will just randomly do so. They don't. There's no rhyme. There's no reason. Especially LEDs, they'll go from working to not working. It's like, why? Don't know. Do you have any idea how many wiring harnesses we replaced in bikes? It's like, what happened? It burned out. Why?
It just did.
Well, that seems like a design flaw. Yeah, call Indian.
Like, it's the shittiest thing. See, Alienware is one of my favorites, but I don't buy the ones with the stupid amount of LEDs, which is a good practice. In all honesty, like LEDs are fun in their in what they can provide, but you want to go for like the most minimal amount of LEDs, like the LEDs that are only connected to external boards, because that way they don't interact with or potentially interact with parts that can short.
I mean, my Razer mouse is going out, but I've had it for like 4 years, and I do a lot of clicking and dragging, so like the left click is kind of fucked. But at the same time, my Black Widow keyboard that I use more than the mouse, the Black Widow keyboard is functioning 100% fine. Actually, Black Widow Elite, because I'm a bougie bitch.
And you spent like $200 on your keyboard.
280.
Yeah.
Because it was the Elite.
You son of a bitch.
I had a $4,800 fucking bonus, okay?
Yeah, no, I get it. Hey, treat yourself. There ain't nothing wrong to treating yourself.
That's how I got the PC and like half the shit for my setup.
Yeah. No, that's mine wasn't a bonus. It was a court case, and I got money from it.
It was a court bonus.
It was a court bonus, yeah. We call that.
Scotty said she's had a Logitech mouse for 10 years.
Yep. No, this mouse here is about 10 years old. And this is my Logitech. This is the Hero, not the Proteus, which is their newest version. This is the Hero, the original one, when they first went to this form factor.
See, that's kind of why I want to go back to the Razer Death Adder. That was my first. I had the Copperhead before the Death Adder, but they don't make the Copperhead anymore. They still produce the Death Adder, and I'm thinking about going back to it because that mouse has been around for fucking ever, and I could not kill that thing.
Like, yeah, newer is nice. Sometimes newer can look nicer, but you can't doubt the durability and reliability of some of the older hardware bits.
No. And Minimoto. So fun thing about LEDs that I learned, because I get migraines, but we find that's mostly related to my blood pressure. But light sensitivity and LEDs are a bad thing. The LEDs actually, they look like a solid band of light. They are actually pulsing. LED lights pulse. So if you have light sensitivity and stuff like that, LED lights will give you migraines. That goes for light bulbs, that goes for the colored lights, that goes for headlights. Anything powered by an LED light, it pulses. It's not a solid light.
That's why when you put a camera on an LED light, you'll see it pulsing. Depending on the frame rates of your camera, obviously, but you'll see it pulsing, even though to you it looks solid. And that's because, like Chef here said, they're blinking really, 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 really fast. That's kind of
random shit,
right? That's just how they work, and that is one of the things that leads into longevity, but at the same time can cause problems to people who have light sensitivity, especially if you are prone to seizures. Let's see.
Minimoto, if you're sorry, I have something that I know will help him.
Okay.
Minimoto, if your eye doctor didn't tell you anything to do anything about it, and your work switched to LEDs, it's not surprising. Most works are going to, or most companies are going to LED lighting because it's cheaper, and they're longer lasting. If you do not wear glasses, get some of the blue light filtering glasses and wear those. It doesn't help a lot, especially if it's used for main lighting, because you do still get light coming through the top and sides of the glasses, but it will help a little bit. Also, if you stare at a computer screen a lot, it'll help there too, because anymore computer monitors are LED backed.
Good to know. Right on.
It doesn't solve anything. If you do wear glasses, like me, transitions lenses are the original blue light filtering lenses. Also, you can get blue light filtering coatings put on your glasses when you get new pairs.
Okay. Let's see. I didn't wear them to get them. I'm on a computer all day long, so it would help a bit. Yeah, try it out, dude. Anything to help alleviate that stress, because that sucks.
Yeah, no, I mean, I definitely get it. I'm not light sensitive, but my eyes are super sensitive to shit. Anyway, you're going to read a comment from Fenwick.
Yeah, it says, he just said that I've got a PlayStation 4 from 2014 as my main source of gaming. It probably won't switch till it finally dies.
So I understand that completely and totally. I see one problem with that, Fenwick. They are not producing PlayStation 4 games anymore.
Nope.
So you will literally be stuck playing the same games over and over again. And also at the same time, they've already taken down the Xbox 360 servers and I believe the PlayStation 3 servers. I'm not 100% sure because I'm not a PlayStation fan. I am an Xbox guy. But there are already rumors that the old gen, so for the PlayStation 4 and the Xbox One, actually the Xbox One servers won't be taken down because the X and S run off of the same servers. But there have been rumors that I have seen, granted take it with a grain of salt, that the PlayStation 4 servers are on a limited timer.
Oh, did you just drop your controller?
I didn't drop my knife.
Is it in your toe?
No.
Okay.
It was closed ish.
You stupid son of a bitch.
Listen here. Don't you shame me.
I'm not shaming you. I'm just calling you stupid.
You may be Fasha, but you're not my Fasha.
Let's see. Projectors when I was in school used to give me migraine so bad I would lose vision and puke, says Minimoto TV. Oof. That sucks.
Yeah, it's because the projectors back then were they weren't halogen. They were the bright white fucking. Essentially, they were almost neon bulbs.
God damn.
Which, if you ever look at a neon bulb, guess what it does?
Pulse. Don't look at a neon bulb, especially if you have epilepsy. That's light-based. Keep in mind,
Yes.
not everyone who suffers from epilepsy actually is light sensitive, which is interesting to know.
Yeah, Fenwit, I'm not one. Like I said, take that with a grain of salt. You're talking to an Xbox guy who saw something on the internet somewhere about them talking about the PlayStation 4 servers going down because they're already trying to get plans for the PlayStation 6 and the new Xbox. Apparently they don't want the longevity of like the Xbox 360, the Xbox One, and the PlayStation 3 and all that shit. Because all of those systems ran for 10 plus years.
Let's see. Minimoto TV says, "I hate that I was born with blue eyes and light sensitivity." I mean, yeah, but there's ways you can, at the very least, adjust and live for it. And yeah, he does have blue eyes.
And my eyes have been taken out of my head and put back in, so my eyes are pretty sensitive.
Just pop them right out. Let's see. It feels like the PS5 was released yesterday. I mean,
PS5 was released 4 years ago.
Yeah.
It was released right before 2020, because the Xbox One was released then as well.
It was after 2000. It was after 2019.
I think it was at the beginning of 2020. It was before lockdown.
Yeah. And then nobody could get a fucking PS5 during that period because the scalpers.
Yep. Same with the Xbox Series S and X.
Let's see. My left eye is slowly getting worse because I have a bad habit of closing it when it's bright out. Yeah, no,
I am left eye dominant. I know what you mean.
That can happen. I think I'm yeah, I think I'm left eye dominant too because my right eye is a little bit sleepy comparative.
It has nothing to do with the shape of your eye. Hold a gun and aim it. Whichever eye you close is the eye that you're not dominant with.
Ah, okay.
Like, take an airsoft gun, take a paintball gun, whatever. Especially if you're using a pistol, whatever eye you close is your non-dominant eye. I am 100% left dominant. Left eye, left-handed, and left-legged.
Okay.
It just really sucks. So, like, my sister is left-handed, but right eye dominant.
That must be confusing.
So when she and I go shooting, she holds her gun like this, left-handed, but she closes her left eye, so she cocks her gun a little bit, so she can see down the sights with her right eye, because they don't line up.
Right. Damn.
Easiest way to figure out which eye you're dominant with.
Good to know. Everything changes size when I swap eyes.
That means you got two different visions, because mine does the same thing. One eye is farsighted, one eye is nearsighted.
Isn't there
It's also,
terminology?
if you look, yes, but I don't know what it is. So, shitty camera, I'm sorry, but this is my left eye lens. This is my right eye lens. It's kind of hard to see because of the frames. My right eye lens is about 3 times thicker than my left. My left eye is, aside from astigmatism, my left eye is damn near 20/20. My right eye is basically does depth perception.
It's there for one reason and one reason only.
I can't read with my right eye if I don't have my glasses on.
Damn.
Like when I went to go get these glasses, she had me do my right eye and I could read the top line.
But not with your left eye.
No, other way.
Sorry.
I could read it. I could read the bottom line with my left eye.
Ah.
My right eye, everything was blurry, and I could barely read the top line. 2 different prescriptions. It's fucking fantastic. It makes glasses so much more expensive.
Fuck. I'm sorry, dude. That sucks.
It's whatever. I've been wearing glasses since I was 2, so I'm used to it.
I mean, yeah, no, my wife knows that too because she's pretty much basically blind without her glasses. And no, Rainbow Siege 6 is on my never play list because I've played it, I hate the community, and I'm never gonna play it again.
I have a friend who streams almost exclusively Rainbow Six Siege. At least 3 times a stream, he rages and says he's going to uninstall the game.
Sounds about right.
There's a reason I don't play those games anymore.
Oh yeah, no.
I mean, I did rage quit an entire stream playing Apex.
20/20 vision, but can't drive at night. Night blind in the left eye, and lights are too bright for my right. Dude, that sucks.
Minimoto, do you see stars when you look at lights? Do they look crossed like this?
Isn't that a form of astigmatism?
Yes. You have astigmatism, sir.
Nice.
I know, because I have astigmatism. I've had it since I was 2.
That sucks, dude. I'm sorry. Actually,
I mean, it's really not. It's nothing bad.
Yeah.
It just means shit's not as clear for you.
And then again, I have a light amount of astigmatism because I do see that flare. It's just not as bad as some people see it, you know?
Oh, mine is fucking huge.
Oh yeah, I'm sure. Because I've seen pictures of people, I've seen what the pictures that people have created to show you what astigmatism looks like, and it's pretty bad. I'm sorry that some people have to go through that shit.
Yeah, every single headlight coming the opposite way from me looks that way.
Yeah.
You can't see people's car. Yeah, dude, you have astigmatism.
Yeah.
You need a better eye doctor, so that way they can get you some glasses to correct that.
Yeah.
Because you need to be able to see. Trust me, I know.
Yeah, because if your eye doctor is just telling you the problems and not giving you any solutions, they suck.
Yeah, it's time for a new eye doctor, and ask them to check you for astigmatism.
Ow.
Which, by the way, growing up, I never realized the word was astigmatism, so I thought they were literally saying that I have astigmatism.
Astigmatism.
No. Yes. No, it is astigmatism. Is the word.
It's okay. At least you didn't think it was taking it for granted. For granted or granite.
People and their interpretations of them with their words.
Hey, English can be quite a hard language. Okay.
Because English isn't a language.
I know, right?
English follows other languages into dark alleys and mugs them for loose grammar in their pockets.
Yep. That is one fucking way to look at it. Fuck yeah. Let's see. My eye doctor said I'm fine, but obviously that's not true. No, yeah, that's obviously not true. Your eye doctor is wrong, and honestly, is probably fucking you over in more ways than you know.
Hey, Minimoto, I mean this in 100% fact-finding way, because I haven't seen any of your content, anything. You are of adult age, correct?
And to be able to be in the server and talk, yes, he is. So.
Okay, so if you're of adult age, find a new doctor.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if you're in the U.S. or not or whatever. Walmart is actually pretty decent. If your insurance covers Walmart, their doctors are actually usually pretty good. Okay, so you're in Canada. I do not know 100% how your guys' healthcare works for vision and stuff like that. You have great coverage, so I could probably get another free appointment. Yeah, dude, try somewhere else, because that doctor, as someone who has had glasses since they were 2 years old, they are now 33. They turn 34 next year. I've been wearing them for 32 years. Find a different doctor, because you have astigmatism. And if the second doctor says that you don't,
find another
then
one.
I don't have astigmatism.
Right? Find another one. Because that's bullshit. And Fenwit, the American healthcare system is a fucking joke. It's a joke.
So, health insurance is a scam here. And the amount that you pay for... Oh, I saw this statistic. For the amount that you would pay for a hip replacement in the United States, you can fly to Spain, get the hip replacement, live for 6 months in a villa, turn around, come back home, and still have 10 grand left over.
Mm-hmm. And Minimoto TV, you don't know the half of it. We have to pay someone to pay taxes and get money back. Think about how stupid that system is.
So, super fun thing too. I have very good health, vision insurance through my work. After my vision insurance paid for their cut, I still had to pay over $400 for these glasses. For something that I need.
Fuck, dude.
I mean, granted, they are Ray-Ban fucking frames.
Yeah, but that's...
And I did get transitions, and I did get, the ultra transitions that change halfway when you're in a car, because Windows have UV protection now. So, the transitions don't work. But instead of buying another pair of sunglasses, I got all that shit, and it still cost me over $400 for these glasses.
That's just so fucking expensive. That's so much.
Don't even get me started on the insulin that I need for being diabetic.
Oh. Yeah, no. The fact that you have to pay that much for something to just live, that's fucking ridiculous, first off.
Yeah.
I'm not talking about, his cost of glasses. I'm talking about his insulin. I mean, he didn't even say the cost, but I know that cost, and it's not good.
Yeah, and let's not mention the fact that we give Narcan away for free. In Britain, it's a tax, so we kind of pay for everyone. Different healthcare system,
Yeah.
Unfortunately.
The healthcare system that we
my
have
benefits
here is completely privatized, essentially.
Yeah. My benefits cover a 2-week hospital visit in a solo room. So mine will charge me... My out-of-pocket deductible, I believe, is $10,000. Or $5,000.
Son of a bitch.
I forget. So once I pay $5,000, my insurance will pay everything for the rest of the year. But out of pocket, I have to spend $5,000.
He literally has to give to get. How fucked up is that? And it doesn't equate.
You got 15 minutes, by the way.
Yep. Appreciate it. Yeah,
No problem. I am probably going to dip out early, like 5 minutes early or whatever, so that way I can get my shit set up
Okay.
while you're doing your outro and all that fun shit.
Sounds good.
But
well,
that's in like 10 minutes.
yeah. We'll give that the 10 minutes, and then you'll go get started. I'll know that you're getting ready, and we'll get started on that.
Woohoo! Playing Super Mario from the NES
Mm-hmm. Yeah. And
for Mario Monday.
And this is Chef finally coming back to content creation, finally doing live stream, which is awesome. I mean, not to say that he hasn't been doing content creation, because he has been doing his nostalgic nerd out.
Yeah, I need to get back on that because Brian and I are no longer sick.
Mm-hmm. So
I mean, I'm still hacking up along every once in a while in the mornings and shit, but overall, I mean, I don't think I've coughed a single time this stream, which is a vast improvement even over last week.
yeah, Seeing, I can definitely attest to that because I've been going over, previous streams to make highlights, which I fucking hate doing. And yeah, you cough. We can tell when you're sick and when you're getting better. I don't mean that in a bad way. I'm just saying it's
Listen,
nice.
it's not my fault I
I'm
got
not
sick.
saying it's a
damn
bad
it.
thing. I'm saying it's nice to know that you're getting better and that,
You do mean it in a bad way.
the semen of the world isn't continuously destroying your nose. And yes, I know I said that in the most awkward way possible.
Your stream is like buffering and you keep roboting, just so you know.
Oh god, yeah. And once again, it's doing that thing. Let's see. Fenwood says everything is better.
That thing you do?
Yeah.
So Tom Hanks is going to be coming here?
Jesus Christ. Let's see. Everything is better for most if most services are nationalized, not privatized. That is highly debatable, dependent on the government structure. It really is. Don't worry, save some for Chef. Yeah, come on, we gotta bring some of that to Chef because they're fucking awesome.
Chef gets the biddies.
TikTok does that because TikTok's really dumb. Like honestly, it's really, really, really dumb.
What's that?
Causing randomly unfollowing
What did TikTok
people.
do?
Because I've had that happen.
Shit, Twitch did that. Did that a couple months ago.
Yeah, I just hate it. I hate that apps do that random ass shit. I don't know why that happens too.
Oh, that is a fantastic question.
Right? And you.
As soon as I find a developer, I will ask.
Wake up. Put on a little makeup.
I do what I want.
But you gotta wake up.
Put on a little makeup.
Because you're gonna be streaming later. I do have one question involving that song though.
Yeah, what's up?
It's a very important question too. Why? Why the fuck were the kids left up on the table?
It's the keys, first off.
Oh. Holy shit, this entire time I thought it was the kids.
What? What?
Yeah, that's why I was confused.
It is keys, sir. Keys.
Holy shit. I'm sorry.
If you don't watch their content, it unfollows.
It kind of helps against.
It kind of helps against.
Okay, I guess I can see that, but that's also just a little bit annoying because like the For You pages and stuff like that don't always, the For You pages and the notifications don't always tell you when someone's live or when they post shit because it's bullshit like that. Because these sites hate content creators for some reason, even though they're made for content creators. Because fuck your shit.
Fuck your couch.
Fuck your couch.
No, fuck your couch.
No, fuck your couch.
No, fuck your
No,
couch.
fuck your couch. You're a fucker face.
No. Fuck your love seat.
No, that's what you do on the love seat.
Okay, and you know what? If we're gonna bring up the fuck your couch, I could do something that you can't do.
What?
Just wait. Take that.
Dude, nice.
Yes, I have a fuck your couch emote.
I love it. Based Valor.
Oh shit!
Positive
We got a positive affirmation.
Base Valor, remember, my friend, when it comes to life and what you choose to do in life, that is the power that you have. And you have no need to worry or consider other people when it comes to how you want to live your life. Alright? Remember that you have value, and that value isn't overtaken by other people and what they say. It is by your actions and what you want to do in this life. So keep pushing, keep fighting, and don't give up. Because you got this. And I appreciate you showing up on Twitch from TikTok. It does mean a lot. But I do have to let everybody know, because Chef needs to go get ready for his shit.
I still got 5 minutes.
Oh, you do? Oh, never mind.
It is only 7:51,
That's
sir.
not the wrong fucking thing.
I love these.
Listen, I know telling time is hard.
That's what you get. The level of maturity.
Minimoto says,
You love
oh,
these.
well, fuck, what maturity?
I know, right?
Minimoto says, I've been trying to get back into streaming, but man, it's hard to find games I enjoy enough to play for at least an hour. So, I know what you mean. Because, I used to be... Scotty, play nice, children. Never. You can't make me. I used to play Apex. I used to stream Apex. Last year, even after not streaming for 6 months out of the year, I streamed so much Apex, I was still in the top 3% of Apex streamers. But I also streamed Overwatch 2. So, like, the best thing that I can tell you to do if you're having trouble finding games, what do you play offline? If you are not streaming, what are you playing? And if you're not playing anything, become a variety streamer. Play what you want.
Like me.
I mean, Faja here is Faja here is a variety streamer. Technically, I am becoming a variety streamer who just happens to specialize in nostalgic game. You know, it goes right there along with, like, if you make any other type of content, you can use it to tie in. I do a nostalgic podcast called Nostalgic Nerd Out, like Alan has said a couple of times. You know, you'll hear me refer to it as N2O. But, you know, because I do that, I figured, screw it. Might as well do these old games that I used to play when I was a kid. There's not really that toxic of a community for Super Mario for the NES.
Yeah, no, there's
I
not.
don't want to deal with toxic people anymore. I don't want to deal with toxic people anymore, so fuck it. Let's play something fun.
Mhm.
I jump games every 30 minutes because I lose focus and have to switch.
So
Okay? So set a timer on your stream. Like on your overlays and everything, set a 30-minute timer. And start your own style of stream that literally changes when the alarm goes off. Every 30 minutes.
because
Call it a 30-minute gameplay.
yeah. And here's the ultimate truth when it comes down to content creators, streamers in general. And it might not be true for a lot, or for every one of them, but for the majority of content creators that I follow and the experience they've had in the content, as well as with their community, the truth is they're not there for the game. They're there for you. So it's not about what you're playing most often than not, as long as you're having fun. Don't play the game that makes you sit there and be pissed at the world, because then you're just...
I feel attacked.
But yeah, but it's not fun to watch somebody who's just hating on everything. It isn't.
I mean, unless you're trying to be a rage streamer, in which case those are starting to drop down.
Yeah, but the thing is, with rage streamers, you can tell, when we had this conversation before, you can tell when they're streaming what they're trying to be, and they still are enjoying themselves, they just are accentuating a character. And it's very apparent.
Yeah, Minimoto says he needs a capture card so he doesn't have to end stream when he wants to swap. I mean, there are other capture cards out there other than Elgato. Yeah. It's just Elgato's the most recognized brand and one of the easier ones to set up and use. It's basically plug and play.
Mm-hmm. And when it comes down to capture cards, my recommendation is, if you can get your hands on one, get an internal one. Doesn't need to be Elgato. The only thing that you need from that capture card is 1080p capability. You don't necessarily need the 4K capability. 1080p capability is really all you need with 60 frame rates.
One thing that most people don't realize, there is not a streaming service out right now that will allow you to stream in 4K anyway.
Mm-hmm. That's true.
Twitch is only 1080p at highest, and I believe at partner.
Yes.
Everything else is 720.
Mm-hmm.
Facebook gaming, I believe, is 720, but I haven't streamed on Facebook in years.
I think they
and
recently
YouTube, I do
upgraded
not know.
to 1080.
Okay.
And
I mean, regardless, the platform still sucks. But,
yeah,
you know.
it does. It's not. It is not the streamer's platform. I'll tell you that.
No. But anyway, I have to go and get ready for this stuff.
All right.
Do you want me to DM you when I hit the starting soon?
Yes.
Or do you just want to wait for the notification?
Do both, just in case notifications are stupid as hell.
Okay. Yeah. I will see you all in a few minutes. I have to go pee, grab a hat, all that fun shit. And I will see you guys whenever Alan raids for some Mario Monday with Super Mario Brothers for the NES.
Mm-hmm.
See ya.
Yep. All right. We are going to switch to a just chatting screen so that there doesn't get any fuck up here. Oh, no. Never mind. That works. Yes, Chef has your follow. Good. Yes, let's wait a moment because Chef is going to get ready, but we are going to be sending a raid off to Chef because, he's my friend and I want to see him have an awesome stream. So yeah, and of course y'all are here. Y'all are part of the community. Y'all know Chef. So let's have him have his Monday back be a big Monday back, right? But I do appreciate y'all being here for today's stream, for the bunch of goofs, with me and Chef. Normally with Oda, but Oda had something to do today. It was a lot of fun. And also keep your eyes open on my TikTok, on my Twitter or X or whatever the heck you want to call it, and my Instagram for the promotions involving the D&D campaign that I am starting very, very soon for a podcast, and it will be live on Twitch, and it's going to involve me, my friend Remy from Tentacle Motorsports, Chef, Oda, and Geisaphage, and it's going to be freaking awesome. And like I said, it's going to be this Friday. This Friday is when the first episode is going to go live. It will be recorded and it will be edited, and the first people who will get the first look at the edited version of that podcast will be Patreon, and then a week after it'll be live on Patreon, it'll be available on YouTube and on Spotify for everyone to check out. Which I'm excited for. I hope you're excited for it, because it is going to be a freaking badass campaign. Even though this is going to be the first time I've done this kind of campaign, I am thoroughly looking forward to it. And yes, for anyone who is interested and wants to support me as a content creator, please do check out my Patreon, as I'm working on adding more Patreon exclusive content, as well as trying to give Patreon subs more first looks at my content before it goes live for the public. And of course, there is my podcast, which is Wake and Bake with Faja, which is on Discord for Patreon subs, as well as, of course, will be edited and posted on Patreon as a Patreon exclusive podcast. And I'm glad that you're excited for this, really, Fenwit. Thank you. I believe, one second, I'm gonna double check, but Chef should be live very, very soon. Because he likes to go live on the dot. So we're going to be ending things here.
Well, everybody, that's the end of today's episode of Bunch of Goofs. I hope you enjoyed, and of course, let's say thank you to our cast: Agent Fasha Gamer, Audacia, and Hey, I'm Chef. Thank you so much. I hope you enjoyed, and we'll see you next time.